In a traditional market in Seoul, one tall foreigner stands out in the crowd. He's Joseph Lidgerwood, chef and owner of restaurant Evett. He looks over Korean ingredients carefully with the familiarity that feels effortless. Drawn to the Korean flavors and culture, he has put down roots here as a Michelin 2-star chef. And now he's about to face a new challenge with us. Korea is now a country loved by people all around the globe. As the world embraces K-pop, K-food has also become a vibrant part of that growing curiosity. Foreigners are no longer satisfied with just tasting Korean food. They want to learn how to cook it for themselves. So, a little too special K-food cooking class has been created exclusive for foreigners. Before the cameras roll, our team was determined to discover who Joseph is, the chef at the center of it all.
Hello, my name is Joseph, and I am the owner of Restaurant Evett.
The journey begins inside his own space, Evett.
We don't cook Korean food, but we only cook with Korean ingredients. That's our philosophy. There's really good Hansik restaurants. We have amazing selection here in Korea. Believe it or not, I wasn't born here. I know, crazy. But our philosophy is to showcase Korean ingredients in a different light and showcase how amazing everything is here in Korea.
So how does he bring that philosophy to life?
Yeah, I mean, my job at the restaurant is to build new dishes for Evett, get new ingredients, continually be inspired. So we're always traveling, meeting people to find the best ingredients and bring them to Evett to showcase them in Seoul. Because I always say as well, like most people traveling into Korea, they'll only ever go to Seoul, Busan, and Jeju. They're really, really great, but for me, like some of the best food in Korea is in like Daegu, Mokpo, Gwangju, like Gyeongdong, all these amazing things. So if we can get those ingredients, super local ingredients, bring them into Seoul and showcase them, it's amazing.
He roams the country to find ingredients, turning their seasons and reasons into stories on the plate. Those explorations, gathered over time, are what shaped Evett into what it is today. So we asked him what he's most proud of at Evett.
2 knives, best yakju in Korea. That's a nice one. Yeah, we've won a lot of awards. The only thing I would say that's a little bit disappointing about the awards is that it's always just me. One person on the stage, one person collects the award. It's nice, I feel good. I go to the ceremony, we drink some champagne, it feels really nice, we get some nice photos. But this place, it takes 32 people to run this place. Next year, it'll probably be 40. We opened with just me, my wife, but what we can do now is so, so special, but it requires all the people. So I'm very thankful we win all the awards, but I think it'd be lovely if I could bring my whole team up there to receive it, so.
He's right. There would be no Joseph today and no Evett as it is now without his devoted team. So he makes sure the honor is shared with them. Evett is where Joseph's dishes take shape and his philosophy of Korean ingredients comes to life. His restaurant draws guests from all over the world. And today, Joseph is sharing a few dishes from his seasonal menu, the same ones he serves to his international guests.
So we're gonna do the first snack here at Restaurant Evett. We're in autumn now, so we're gonna do our autumnal snack. So we have here is our fried tofu. I'm gonna top it with a lovely piece of beef. So this is the first snack that will be given to the guests on our current menu. as a way just to welcome them in. So it's a little small bite, not too big, just something to ease them in. Great with a glass of champagne. And you top that with a doenjang emulsion that we made. A black walnut puree. We're going to cover it all with different leaves. So what I love about this season is that all the leaves are falling down. There you have it, a very simple, elegant first course here at Restaurant Evett. I'm going to start by checking our lovely duck. So here at the restaurant, we only cook over fire. I feel like it gets the most flavor. So what we have here is a duck from the middle of Korea. Super, super delicious, which has been aged for 10 days. I'm going to just carve that now. And what I like to do as well is before we send anything at the restaurant, we have to check it. Very lovely, very tasty. Put some a mandarin gel. Top it with some aubergine caviar. Perfect. Take our little duck wing, dip it in a little bit of sauce. Top it with a chique grains. Lovely, crunchy, activated, it's very nutritious. Pop that there. And we're gonna carve our lovely duck. Beautiful. And then we're just gonna finish it now with our fresh greens. It changes every week depending on what's fresh at the market. So we're in Gyeongdong Market. Pick some lovely, lovely mustard greens. Has a little bit of spiciness to it, which I think really goes well with the duck. And as always, we're gonna finish with a little bit of duck sauce. A little smoked butter. And a bit of salt. Please enjoy. Okay, we're going to move on to dessert now. So it's going to be a frozen dessert. So I've got it ready in our lovely ice bowl. So what I like about ice cream is if you serve it in something very cold, while you're eating it, the temperature doesn't change, so it doesn't melt. So we prepare it in an ice bowl. We're serving 3 different fruits here. So we have mandarin, watermelon, and peach. So we're just gonna finish that now with some preserved watermelon. So what I love in Korea is these different expressions for texture. So in English, we say something is chewy. But in Korea, we have this jeondok, we have this basak, we have asak. We have all these kind of lovely words to describe things. So I love this watermelon, has that kind of jeondok flavor to it. Gennip or perilla leaf is one of my favorite floral ingredients. Just a couple pieces on top there. We're gonna finish it with, one is a fresh pressed acacia oil. And then some steamed watermelon juice. After the kind of heavy duck, it's quite fatty and rich. We want to clean that up. So this is very light and bright. Please enjoy.
Now that we had the chance to truly experience the depth of Evett, it is time to learn more about Joseph himself. When did he choose the path of a chef?
I think it was when I was 10, 11 or 12. I realized I have too much energy. I'm moving around too much. And in school, that's not good. They want you to sit down and be quiet. And I realized every class, it was like fail. But any class which would require energy, like cooking or sports, I was very good at because it made you move and do that. So I remember going home and my mum was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I do not want to sit down. I can, whatever I do in life, I cannot sit down. I have too much energy and I want to move and be creative. And cooking allows that. Cooking rewards people who have lots of energy and can be creative. I think so. I naturally gravitated towards cooking. And then from there, I haven't looked back.
So then, was settling in Korea part of his plan? Or was it pure coincidence?
9 years ago, I was working in the UK and my friend called me and he said, let's do this pop-up restaurant around the world. So for about a year and a half, we built pop-up restaurants in different countries. And then one of them was in Korea. And I went to Jeju and we dived with the haenyos. And I was like, no one knows all this amazing food. Like we have monge, we have doenjang, we have haenyos diving for stuff. We have such this beautiful culture. But unfortunately, it hasn't left Korea. Korea is expanding now, but say 10 years ago, it wasn't there. So I came here, I was very fascinated by the ingredients, the people, the culture. And then when we finished the pop-up, I was like, why don't I go back? So I came back, did a couple more pop-ups, and then someone who came really enjoyed it, and they offered me a space, and then we opened a restaurant. It's just life, I think. Life is a windy path.
What was it that captured him so deeply?
Yeah, the attraction, I think, for me was working with ingredients. So when I've worked in Australia, I've worked in the UK, Scandinavia, America. It's all the same, really. It's really very similar, like broccoli, celeriac. We put salt here, we put some caviar here, we slice some truffles here. It's very, very similar, even in the fine dining. But in Korea, we get our acidity through kimchi or dongchimi. We get our salt not through just salt and lemon, we get it from doenjang and fermentation. So the way that we cook here in Korea is so interesting. I can move around the world, but if it's the same ingredients, not much changes. But in Korea, the way that we approach the ingredients, it's so diverse. You can have this very clean food, dambaekada, very clean, calm food. You can have this very spicy food, like anju, like beer food. You can have so many types of different food. And that's what makes Korea really, really special as a food nation.
Korea's flavors and ingredients were once new and unfamiliar to him. But as he worked with them, they became part of his own language, a way to tell stories through food. Even so, he's still a foreign chef. How did he learn to understand them so intimately?
Going to markets, doing that stuff is fine, but we have this amazing resource in Korea called myeongins, these cultural assets. In every single food department, we have a master of that, which I think is so, so special, so special. So if I want to learn about soy sauce, we have a soy sauce master. We have someone who does Michelin. We have someone who does all the alcohols, and they have carried this tradition. So normally, they're the best resource. So anytime I've learned about how to make Michelin, how to make jinjang, how to make the little petit fours for stuff, we have this. So I normally learn through them because that is, I think, it's just like a distilled resource of like so much information in one person.
There must be someone who shaped him more than anyone else.
Yeah, let's do Gisino is my favorite. She was here yesterday eating. Yeah. She taught me how to make jang. And as you guys know, but you can't make Korean food without jang. You have to. It's like the heart of Korean food, they say. So learning about that was very, very special, and how to make it and doing that. And the thing that I learned from her the most is the intention. So her key point, which really changed is like, if you were cooking with negative emotion, you can't make jang. They won't let you make it. Like it has to be positive because you make it for the whole year. And it's about the spirit that you put into it. And that was something that I didn't learn until I came to Korea. And I worked at 2 Michelin, 3 Michelin, and you come in and you're in a bad mood some days like stuff doesn't go well. But her philosophy is like every day she is like still learning at 80 years old. She's still learning how to make jang. That's her philosophy. And I really love that. I love that her intention and her heart is in the food. So that was one of my favorite things about working with these people, that even if you think you can cook and then you realize, I'm still learning as well.
It's easy to think that a Michelin 2-star chef has little left to learn. But Joseph says he's still learning and pushing himself. So with the new challenge ahead, what comes next? We ask Joseph how he feels.
Really good. I think I was speaking yesterday to a friend about this. We have to do this program, and I'm a bit nervous because this is the very first time we've ever done a cooking class here, ever. And it's very simple food, so it's a little bit out of my element. But I hope the guests feel the passion and the love, and hopefully they learn something and showcase Korean ingredients as well.
Then, what was it about this new role from a celebrated chef to a K-food instructor that moved him to take on the challenge?
That I can cook the food I like. So everyone thinks that on my day off, I am eating really fine food, but on my day off, I'm eating very pajeon, I'm eating kanjang, I'm eating very classic Korean dishes. So to be able to showcase those dishes through this program, I think is very special.
He's a Michelin 2-star chef. Our expectations for this class only grew bigger.
Please don't. No. I mean, it's funny, right? Because if you say 2 Michelin star, yes, I'm very good at cooking. But these dishes, the best people who do this is what I love about Korea is that you have these matjips. If you go to I go to this place and they make the best of this. Those people are the best at it. And hopefully I can showcase that and bring that into here for the guests coming today and the students coming today, because the old lady down in Gwangju can cook so much better than me at this dish, I believe. But hopefully I can convey that passion through this class.
And so, what makes learning Korean cuisine from a foreign chef appealing? That was a question we couldn't overlook.
It's a very good question. I think we have the way that people approach food is different, but I think we can all agree that we're quite like-minded. So how some foreigners are going to like this, some foreigners are going to like this. And so I think that is kind of the benefit of having a foreigner teach Korean food, because I understand how difficult it is for foreigners to grasp some things, like this is this and this is this, and put it together. So I think having a foreigner perspective on it can break down sometimes looking like a complex dish, but it's actually quite simple. So having a foreigner explain it to another foreigner, I think it's very beneficial.
We were also curious about what he wants to teach.
I want to teach stuff that I like to eat. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit selfish, but I think the best food that you can cook anywhere, if you're living in Italy, you're living around the world, the best food that you can cook is food that you want to eat yourself. My favorite food is chimek, just having fried chicken and a bit, like that's beautiful. And it's a beautiful Korean dish, like especially the whole chicken fried. Like that's what I want to teach people because it is so delicious and I want to eat it. So 청국장, 곱창. What else do we have? Today we're making tteokbokki, 설렁탕. What else do we like in Korea?
A new project, a new challenge ahead for both Joseph and the production team. And before filming began, we started with a small rehearsal among us.
Add my seasoning, and once again,
Which
it's personal
style of
preference.
tteokbokki
I like
and
quite
how spicy?
All of this in. Grab your knife.
Where
like that,
might the
yes.
foreigners struggle? And what can be made easier? It turned into a far more thoughtful process, learning together, adjusting together, step by step.
Like I wouldn't have mixed all the stuff. I would have started a little bit. So if you give me the time frame, I can stretch.
You start from the...
That was very quick. Yeah, that was so very quick.
You can stretch to 30 minutes or longer.
Yeah.
So that's fine. And soon, Joseph will stand before his students not only as chef, but as their teacher. We wanted to know how teaching the students might inspire him. So we asked.
Definitely. I think what I love about this is it forces me to do this and get through and showcase it. But every time I get to cook and feed people, it always inspires me. So I think from those 8 menus, you'll see something from there an idea, maybe it's a technique of frying, a technique of cooking, maybe it's a whole dish will go onto the menu. Every time, every time.
Then how nice a teacher will he be?
Am I a nice and kind teacher, Chef Usong? Yeah, I think I've had the benefit of working in lots of different things, and I think that anyone who works or who wants to cook and comes here voluntarily, it makes my life so much easier to teach them the right way and show them with patience. Because it doesn't matter if they're a skilled chef or anything. The most important thing is that they want to learn. I think if the person wants to learn, they can be any level. If you want to learn something, then you'll be very receptive of it. So teaching is what we do. Like when you move through the ranks, unfortunately now my job is not me. I don't cook a whole lot. I have to teach people the recipe, teach everything through that. It's the same as fine dining. So I think that the skills will be very transferable, and hopefully I do a good job. Show us. How many? Yeah, I would love to. How many? Ooh. Wow, that's a lot. We have a lot of Americans. Ecuador, Israel, Peru, Colombia. That's amazing. So diverse. That's gonna be really cool. It's a lot of females. Yes. Maybe.
A foreign chef mastering Korea's chang, exploring its textures, and capturing the country's seasons on his plate. Joseph's journey is still unfolding. And a little too special K-food class with people from all over the world kicks off now.
1, 2, 3.
Together we go.
조셉은 사람을 깜짝깜짝 놀래게 하는 뭐가 있어요. 이 간장, 된장, 고추장을 갖고 꽃을 피울 수 있는 사람이에요. 세계인이 다 호감이 가게끔 음식을 만들 수 있는 사람이에요. 칭찬이 아니라 내가 느낀 대로 말하는 거예요.
제가 셰프님을 처음 만나고서 지금까지 느꼈던 건 한식에 대한 이해도가 굉장히 높으시고 재료에 대해서 그 이해도가 정말 남다르세요. 외국인들을 셰프님께서 직접적으로 이제 가르치고 설명한다라고 하면은 제 생각에 굉장히 잘하실 것 같아요.
근데 워낙 저희 집에 와서 음식을 많이 먹고 뭐 배추전 같은 거 직접 부쳐서 먹어보고 했다고 그러더라고요. 그래서 굉장히 잘하실 것 같아요. 네네. 조셉이 워낙 잘하고 있는 거 알고요. 그리고 또 워낙 성실하고 착실하신 분이잖아요. 그래서 항상 응원하고 있지만 이번에 기획하고 있는 프로그램 잘했으면 좋겠고요. 그리고 너무너무 감사한 게 뭐냐면 우리의 한식을 널리 알려줄 수 있다는 그런 걸 해줘서 너무너무 감사하게 생각하고요. 언제나 화이팅 하시고 열심히 맛있게 만들어서 꼭 먼저 맛을 보세요. 화이팅!